Appendix: preparing engineering data study. The scope of the appendix details the method of the documentation discrepancy with the EDP of the applicable documents. The section is not applicable to the appendix. Cover sheet: the first page of the engineering study contains the following information. See the figure 1, equipment nomenclature, contractor number, contractor, the engineering study, the volume number, the data prepared and centered on the cover and sheet. The name of the government reviewing activity, address, and telephone number are located on the lower left corner of the sheet. The table of contents. The table of contents for the engineering study must match in specifications and to the sections of the engineering study is against the list on the margin of the page. The number of the sections against the right margin. The title of the table of the contents will be placed on the top of the center of the margin OM with the page heading with the heading page under the title against the right margin. Introduction. The engineering study introduction contains the following information: authority for the performing of the review, system nomenclature, contractor number, the contractor data requirement listing, data requirements proposed of the technical review, statement of the indication of the document, statement of the indication of the comments concerning the discrepancy findings, and may also the documentation that they were not inspected during the review, that their contractor is responsible to inspect the entire engineering drawing package correctly, similar deficiencies. Appendix X, the scheme of by the discrepancy are represented by the engineering study, the top-down breakdown order, numerical sequence, etc. List of the general comments. The comments are repetitive nature with pertain to the other 3 or more drawings should be written in only once as general comments. The general comments will proceed with the general comments section of the identifying all general comments generated during the review. The title of the listing of general comments is placed at the top of the sheet and columns entitled General Comment Letter is the title which with the following. Each of the general comments shall be assigned as the letter is in sequence. See Figure 4. General 335. General comments. This section fully describes each of the discrepancies, citing references, examples, and noted drawings are and returned with the contractor discrepancy portion of each of the drawing. Associated documentation should be noted that the letter of the appropriate general documentation squared in the red. The correct general comment sheets of the sheet shall contain the following information. See Figure 5 as entitled the government general comment. The X representing the appropriate letter and which shall be centered at the top of the page along with the title of the comment. A narrative description of the discrepancy, citing of the specification standard of the contractual data requirements listing which had been violated shall follow the title. The phrase, the following documentations are examples of the problem that show follow the narrative along with the list of drawing numbers to which the comments apply. A list of review drawings to which only the general comments apply. The page shall consist of the following. See Figure 6. The title list of the review drawings from which the only general comments apply is centered at the top of the page, followed by the columns titled and the drawing number, the revision drawing title, the general comment letter, and drawing should be listed on the alphabetical numeric order. Specific comments. The specific comments should be prepared for the discrepancy which are not covered by the general comments. The comments are listed as follows. See Figure 7. The drawing title shall be listed in the upper left-hand corner of the section. The drawing number shall be listed in the upper right-hand corner of the section. The drawing revision letter shall be listed directly under the drawing number. The specification numbers are listed consecutively on the left-hand margin of the number. Specific comments should be clearly stated of the problem question and the site of the specification standards of which they have been violated. If the drawing contains the general comment of the discrepancy, the general comment letters shall be listed after the specific comments. The drawing listed in alphanumeric order. If the comments are continued on additional pages, at the top of the continuation pages in the upper left-hand corner, list the applicable drawing and the title. The abbreviation continued in the upper right-hand corner, listed the drawings and numbers and along with the revisions. A list of missing parts. A list of sites of all the drawings required as part of the engineering drawing and part of the engine drawing package which were not furnished by the contractor. List of generated as a result of the top-down breakdown. See Figure 4.8.2. The section shall consist of the following. See Figure 8. The title list of the missing drawings is centered at the top of the page, and the columns titled the documentation number page, and the drawing titled the reference on the location listed below the reference on, and column indicates the documentation indicates the sites of the missing documentation location. Column indicates where the missing documentation was cited, and find the number noted in the material block. Missing drawings should be listed in alphanumeric sequences. The data list, index list, and the part list discrepancies. The discrepancies against the data list and index list and the part list should be listed in corresponding to the drawing number to which they shall apply. Distribution of the engineering study. The engineering study should be sent to the program office of the responsible for the procurement of the system under the review. The program office shall be forwarded to the engineering study to the contracting, the Viva, the contracting office. The review of activity should be retained in the copy of the engineering study. A copy should be noted of the drawing until the final delivery of the engineering drawing package is accepted by the government. Engineering study, equipment nomenclature, contract with your number and your contractor. Your engineering study and the volume and the date prepared. With the prepared government review, activity name, address and telephone number. Sample format, engineering cover sheet. Table of contents of the list of the following. And sample format. This is you have your list, your introduction and list of general comment. Table of contents, list of general comments, from A comments, comments B, C, D, and E. The list of review drawings to which only general comments apply. List of reviews drawings for specific comments apply. List of missing drawings. Introduction to the government procuring. I'm gonna cut.